Stadium in Athens. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work first. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Running inside, it's Alexander. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Carter. Makes the grab, it's Brown. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected when he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental Simon errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
They'll give to Frazier.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes a catch. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Maybe a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. What a grab with one hand.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things.
And into the end zone. Touchdown! Bulldog! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Commodores line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. The Dogs want to pick up the tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hits. He was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They'll go with Frazier. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your buddies.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Carter. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Commodores decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Bulldogs! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to get more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Alexander.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Looking to pass. It's Carter. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy mid.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game.
Makes a deep grab. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the score.
Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams.
I love it.
Done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting.
Turning it on! Makes it past the marker. And that'll be enough for the first down, a gain of 13 on the play, and the clock stops for the 2-minute timeout. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. This is a designed run, and the defense snows him under after a very short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that.
He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. From the gun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Vanderbilt sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Carter. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Colorado Buffaloes.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the... We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Bulldogs head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field is Stockton. That's caught. It's Frazier. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The run inside. It's Alexander. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Commodores! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Georgia sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Under fire. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. On the ground, it's Alexander. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Right back to it. Nice move there. There's some room. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now. See if they can keep...
Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop 4 yards short of the marker.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Outstanding tackle to keep him from getting the first down, and they'll get it back. Headed outside, it's Alexander. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Carter. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll run it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And this is the part of the game where you can really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
To the air on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and a receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here on third down for this offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sherrill. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on second down. Working that wide receiver screen. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw again. The screen, he's got wheels. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Commodores will try to put one on the board on first and goal. In the red area, it's Alexander. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Vandy. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Running inside. It's Phillips. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Rides to the back. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Trying to run, it's Phillips. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. You just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Touchdown Bulldog! And the route is on. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that drive covered 40 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Snags it, and he's open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. They're setting up the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Just complete and utter dominance.
As his last game, and you see everybody in the arena there, their red zone. That only really happens. Why you did it, it's not the same if you leave.